All right, so here is my craziest real estate story, and it involves a haunted house. So I never was one to believe in this type of stuff. I didn't believe that anything was haunted, right? Like it's kind of only in the movies, but I experienced it firsthand. So long story short, there was a house that we were flipping, and when we first got to the house, I knew something felt off. Like I got a really weird vibe. I had the hair on the back of my neck was standing up. It was just really uncomfortable. So I mentioned something to our investors, and they kind of just laughed and said I was crazy. No big deal. Never spoke about it again. Turns out about a couple months later, one of the neighbors drives by and sees us outside, so they begin to tell us a story about how somebody unfortunately passed away in the house. So as we continue to do the renovations and the projects, myself and the other two investors on the deal start to notice things that are a little bit quirky with the house and a little bit spooky, but none of us share our experiences with each other. So I'm seeing stuff that I'm not saying anything about. One investor is seeing stuff, he doesn't say anything, and the third one the same. So some of these things where we'd be in the basement working and we'd hear somebody knock at the front door, we'd run upstairs, go to the front door, look outside, there's nobody there. Maybe it's the neighbors messing with us. There would be doors that would slam shut while we were painting rooms. Maybe it was just the wind. Finally, it started to get to a point where when I would go show the house, I was afraid to go in the basement by myself. I wouldn't even enter the house alone. I would wait till my buyers or the potential clients showed up to then go walk them in and go in with them and show the house. So here's where things started to get really weird. We had a general contractor that was there, and again, keep in mind, none of us have said anything to each other involving this house being haunted. There's a general contractor who is outside in the backyard looking through the house. Myself and the two investors are out by the mailbox. GC is in the backyard, we're at the mailbox. He comes running out the front of the house and says, "How the hell did you guys get outside so fast? I just saw you washing dishes." We're like, "Washing dishes? There's not even a sink in the house here. What are you talking about?" He's like, "I swear to God, I literally just saw you standing in the kitchen. There was no sink. There are no dishes." Safe to say, that general contractor quit, never came back. He was so spooked. So now we start to all see like, all right, something's not right here. We all start to get a little bit weirded out. So now we all start sharing our experiences and our stories about the house. So now we all know that the house is haunted. We all start seeing stuff. There's, every time we go to the house, somebody's unplugging the refrigerator. Meanwhile, there's nobody in the house besides me or the two investors. Why would they ever unplug the fridge? Just some really weird and strange things happened. And to tie it all in together and how I know that it is haunted, the day that we finally sold this house, we showed up for the final walkthrough, and the entire second level of the house was caved in because of a water leak. So that is our story. That is the haunted house story. And to make things even worse, the people that bought the house relisted it within a month. No idea why. Never spoke to them again. They wouldn't return the calls, but I'm imagining it was because the house was haunted. So that is the story of probably our craziest real estate sale and of a haunted house.